Hello and welcome to the StudyTravel TV studio in London. I'm Matthew Knott.
And I'm Nicola Hancox, bringing you the latest StudyTravel news stories.
So the headlines this week: Malta to introduce new student visa rules and work rights.
USA unveils new guide tools for international students.
And Manitoba ends healthcare for overseas students.
So, positive news from Malta for international students and agents to start with then, Matt.
Yes, indeed. So Malta's government has announced a new student visa policy that will introduce work rights for non-EU students and streamline immigration processes, a move that the Ministries of Education and Tourism said would make Malta a more competitive destination.
The new student visa policy will also allow English language students to be granted with a national visa rather than a residence permit and make it easier for students in countries without a Maltese consular office to apply for a visa remotely.
The government said that non-EU students pursuing a full-time course exceeding 90 days and leading to a higher qualification will be able to work for 20 hours per week and extend their stay after completion.
James Perry, CEO of ELT Association Feltham, said they were awaiting precise details of the arrangements, but said that indications from the government were that English language students would be allowed to benefit from the new rules. He said Feltham was confident the new rules would increase the number of students and bed nights.
Oh, very good. Over in the USA, the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, or SEVP, has unveiled a new guide to studying in the States, allowing visitors and potential students to create a customised guide through the student journey specific to their visa type and study level.
SEVP said each guide would include information about preparing to enter the country, travelling around, studying, benefits, how to apply for things such as driver's licence, change of status and departing the country.
Meanwhile, SEVP has also unveiled a new portal that will allow international students engaged in post-study optional practical training to update their personal and employment details directly rather than having to go through designated school officials.
Heading north to Canada, the province of Manitoba has removed access to universal healthcare for post-secondary international students, starting from the autumn semester this year.
The government of the province has repealed a 2012 clause that gave international students access to free healthcare, which the Health Ministry said would save approximately $3 million Canadian per year.
Student groups in Manitoba criticised the policy, saying it was at odds with Canada's welcoming message for international students.
And now for a roundup of some of the other news stories this week. And over in New Zealand, the New Zealand Qualifications Authority has commenced criminal prosecution proceedings against the deregistered International College of New Zealand and its director because of the entry of false achieved results on students' record of achievements.
Berry Language School, or BLS English, has become the latest UK school and the first in the East Anglia region to join the Quality English label.
Finland's Ministry of the Interior has unveiled new rules for non-EU international students that will double the duration of study permits to 2 years, providing financial resource conditions can be met.
Language and camp provider Explore has announced a partnership with St Joseph's College and Ipswich Town Football Club to offer a new International Football Academy academic year course.
A Canada-based CIBT education group has announced plans to develop a second global education city project in Metro Vancouver, which will eventually provide accommodation for 1,200 students, as well as commercial space for educators, agents and service providers.
And Adelaide in Australia could become home to a new international hospitality study hub after the Liberal Party, which had made the project a manifesto pledge, won the state elections.
In our Grapevine photo gallery this week, you will find photos from SEVA's first agent workshop, the Quality English missions to Korea and Japan, and the Baltic Council's Days of International Education Fair.
That's all for this week's news, sponsored by Gala. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.